Sean from Samsung, there's a question for you here. Does Samsung have any local implementation for hybrid classroom already? And if yes, what was deployed? And have there been any significant advantages with that specific solution?
Hi, thank you. Yes, so in the Philippines, we've actually implemented and deployed over 200,000 tablets in the education sector just last year alone. And we were actually surprised as well. And I guess with that volume of implementation, that volume of that quantity of units, we've seen advantages in utilizing the Samsung platform and the solutions of our partners in two aspects. I guess in the interest of time, we'll stick with two. One is deployment. So when it comes to deploying hundreds of thousands of tablets, you can imagine how long it would normally take to install your applications, your classroom applications, your LMS, and your productivity tools. Just to help as reference, in 2019, we deployed 5,000 tablets in the education sector, and it took our client, our partner school, more than a month to deploy all 5,000 to their students. So last year, we beefed up the solutions capabilities of our Knox platform, and we were able to deploy one particular client to 25,000 tablets. We were able to deploy it in less than a week. So we utilized the Samsung solution to make sure that all of the content is automatically pushed over the air. So it reduced the amount of time to deploy and the number of people needed to set it up. And the second one is, I suppose, tied to the continuous message of cybersecurity. The Samsung devices also come with built-in multi-layer security running on the Knox platform. So this way, even if the tablets are lost, stolen, or rooted, rest assured the content would be secured and can automatically and remotely be wiped.
Thank you for that. That is a very good point there, because you could any student could lose their tablet, and how are you going to ever recover all of those things? It's not like a physical book or notebook that you just have lying around. Okay, Rakesh, this is a question for you. It's actually quite long. And you can choose to answer whichever way you want. What are the digital solutions for higher education that address challenges in recruitment and admissions, student experience, faculty and staff experience, advancements like alumni and donor relationships, and marketing and communication? So more of the education services being provided rather than the actual teaching itself.
Sure. Thank you for the question. So actually the world, changed dramatically in the last year. A lot of academic institutions had to quickly evolve the way they work in order to meet unexpected challenges, operate more safely, help their employees and students succeed. Okay. Salesforce, we have been working alongside our customers. We created this Customer 360, which is a completely digital-first platforms that puts learners, faculty, employees at the center of the digital experience. So on top of that, we built our education cloud offering. So with this educational cloud, you can drive learner as well as institution success from anywhere, right? Literally anywhere, with one connected platform for lifelong learning. Now, we do have solutions for recruitment, admissions, student experience, faculty, staff experience, alumni engagement, and institution operations as a part of that education cloud. So this offering creates a single source of truth with 360-degree views across the entire educational journey. Now, let me take an example here. We partnered with Georgetown University to build a 360-degree view of their constituents. So they had Heuer 360, where they built a community for their students. GeoFaculty 360 was centered around faculty and their alumni portion to serve the alumni function. Okay. Now, all of these capabilities from a single platform gave them the ability to provide like an intuitive experience throughout. Now, if the viewers, they want to know more about Salesforce and our solution, they can drop by our virtual booth and register to receive all the information. In fact, we will be doing presentations and demos in the booth, I believe tomorrow 1 to 2 as well.
Excellent. Thanks for that. Very good points you've made here that it's not just about, content delivery and hybrid. It's about the whole school system having to innovate and having to become hybrid. We have a question here for Dick Perez on the back of that as well. How can PLDT help both the private and public schools in this prolonged lockdown to be ready for the future return to school? Need they do all of these things already right now, before we even launch any sort of pilot program?
Yes, thank you. Thank you for the question. And that's an issue that we really have to surface. The Philippines is struggling on how to revert to face-to-face classes. And we have to understand that on-site learning is still better than pure online learning for a lot of obvious reasons. However, we need to understand that the paramount importance is keeping our students safe. Therefore, we need to improve the online mode of conducting classes to somehow create a learning environment that is engaging, interactive, and fun. And while doing this, we have to prepare for the back to the campus move. Of course, once it's relatively safe. The foremost challenge of the teachers in online mode is keeping the students engaged, since there are a lot of distractions at home, especially when the students does not have a dedicated area to work on that is conducive and free from any distraction. Immersive online experience can help the students focus, and this can be made possible with video equipment that in a way replicates the on-premise classroom experience. PLDT partnered with Logitech to provide schools with effective immersive online on-premise classroom experience using enterprise-grade camera. The camera control automatically moves and adjusts the lens comfortably, framing the participants in rooms of all shapes and sizes. To augment the experience, we can inject gamification to make the learning experience more fun. Recent studies have proved that incorporating gamification in the school's pedagogy resulted to a higher knowledge retention rate. In partnership with Microsoft, our Microsoft 365 for Education comes with Minecraft for Education, and it can help gamify the learning experience, which can be integrated with the school's LMS or learning management system. Simultaneously, we should start preparing for the time when our students will be going back to the campus. It's going to be different this time, however. Certain measures will have to be in place to keep the students and faculty safe. To make this a reality, Safe Return to School platform and in-campus health solutions in partnership with AppSpace and Cisco provides a unified platform that will enable schools to monitor and ensure that safety protocols are followed. This solution is also equipped with a campus alert on mobile feature and can manage personal capacity of rooms and halls. All these are done to instill safety and awareness amongst the students and faculty.
Thank you, Sir Dick. I mean, you might create the augmented reality gaming version more fun that the students may never go back to the real classrooms and just want to do gaming lessons forever. All right, thank you for that. Anton, a question here for you. Given the possibility of shifting to hybrid learning here in the Philippines, does Samsung have any offerings that are applicable to this new setup?
Okay, yes, we do have. And just to help categorize it, I guess we can break it down into three key types of offerings. One would be in terms of security. Second is productivity, and last is management. So we do have a social distancing application running on our watches. So it can push reminders to the students in case they have to go back to school to remind them to wash their hands, to make sure that their face masks are on, and to even alert them if they're already certain distance to their other fellow classmates. For productivity, we have interactive displays, which can automatically sync with the tablets and smartphones of students who are even at home. So it makes it more interactive and cuts across distances. And last is manageability. So all of the content, all of the applications, and even our devices are secured and unified through Samsung Knox. So we would like to invite everyone to also join us in our booth, visit our booth, and attend our session tomorrow. Thank you again.
Sounds very fun. And finally, Rakesh, I think you can close this entire session and even this afternoon with a very nice question here from the floor. Higher education is evolving around the world. What are some of the key trends and takeaways that you are seeing? Of course, a lot of these things were unprecedented, right? But what's happening right now?
So great question. Thank you for that. Now, again, we have been talking to our education clients all over the world. And we have been hearing that the learners or the students now, they require more than ever from their universities or institutions. For example, for instance here, the digital divide and the equality gap, they are creating real challenges for students, especially in this new learn from anywhere world. We are also seeing a lack of new learning models to support students who need easier access to education. And finally, siloed data across schools has always led to a disconnected learning experience. And this impacts the fragmented experience even greater.
Okay.
So learners now actually, they want to be supported and they need to succeed fast and from anywhere without having to go to multiple places for help. And that's why the digital transformation has become fundamental here, right? And it is critical for institutional success. Whether the students are learning remotely, on campus, or through a hybrid approach. Now, I just want to add some metrics here. We did survey over 1,000 students and staff globally this past year in various research projects. And 77% agreed that personalized messaging make them feel that their institution cares about their success. And 65% of staff are reporting that it's hard to get that data and to help their learners due to organizational silos and bureaucracy, right? So these numbers actually tell us that personalization and actionable data are the key pillars for students and higher educational institutions' success.
Thank you so much. More demanding students we have here. And like you said, it's not about the teacher anymore. They're not just following. They want things their way. You need to find ways to keep them happy and, of course, engaged and keep learning as well and love learning. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for that very insightful talk.